Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Hobby and today is a very special video. This is an early pre-gift to a dear friend of mine, but you all are welcome to watch and create with me while I ramble on about her during today's video. To represent my friend here and our project to be the star of our video, we have Kayla.
Hey, Hobby.
Hey Kayla, welcome. Kayla is my friend Zosie, a beautiful one at that, and I want to show how she was made, at least her face and her hair. I do plan on releasing a second part with some footage of her outfit. I'm sorry it's not in this video, but it was still lots of fun. With that said,
Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
couldn't have said it better myself. So, my friend, I'll just continue to refer to her as Kayla for now. I hadn't really gotten her permission to use her name in any video format. Trying to keep this as much a surprise as possible. I think she already knows though. But anyway, so when Kayla and I met, we were in middle school, I believe. I do believe it was the case of just having some mutual friends, or maybe we had a class together. I'm very ashamed to not know exactly how we met, but we've been friends for so long that, the beginning of it seems fuzzy, and I blame myself for that. But one of the fun stories that I wanted to share was the fact that in early high school, maybe late middle school, again, I can't remember, my time's awful, she had this boy friend, and in this situation, he really liked me, he was dating her, and then ended up dumping her in a very wimpy way, and immediately came crawling to me. And I'm not gonna lie, we did date as well, but that's one of the things I love about Kayla, is that even though that was a kind of crappy situation, she still remained my friend, and when he had dumped me, she was there immediately to hold my hand and tell me it's okay and share the fact that he was a wimp anyway. Kayla has remained my friend despite many disagreements and different hobbies and likes for a very long time. I believe we started bonding over creepypastas the most. If you're not familiar, creepypasta is it started as a subreddit, I believe, and it just grew into this wide array of many fascinating horror stories that the whole community had put together. And then there's this YouTuber called Mr. Creepypasta who did a read aloud kind of thing for a good handful of those stories. If you like the horror scene and you haven't heard of creepypastas, highly recommend. They're loads of fun, and if you need that middle school nostalgia, I would give them a listen. We bonded heavily over YouTube, mainly on creepypastas, but we also have common interests such as Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. Currently, we actually have different interests. I'm still stuck on Markiplier, and Delightful, and all these crafting YouTubers, while she watches a lot of Minecraft YouTubers at this time, which I don't mind. It's very fun to have conversations with her about what she's been watching, and she'll save some videos to show me later, and it's lots of fun whenever I go see her. One of the biggest things we also bonded over was the FNAF series, Five Nights at Freddy's, if you're unsure. It's a horror game that I think we both started getting into after Mark played, and that was lots of fun. She's still super into it, and I just find it so cute. I like it still too, especially since Security Breach released, but yeah, it's not super my thing right now. I'm more into my doll stuff, as you probably have guessed. But we still talk FNAF a lot together, along with our third-party friend. I might do a dedication to him another time. His birthday's not until December, so I got time. One of our biggest things that we loved to do together was to role play. Now, get your minds out of the gutter, because I know that sometimes if role play is brought up, it is in the naughty regards, and I just want to correct any thought of that before it happens. I probably caused it to happen just now. Oh well. We would just write stories together in a sense that I have my main OC, she has her main OCs. They meet in a world and they interact with each other and go on wild, crazy little adventures. And or just basic life simulation where we could be whoever we want to be and just live how we'd always want to live without the boundaries of the real world. And yeah, that was really fun. She never ever forgot about me. She would keep me involved in her life even after moving super far away. Maybe not super far away. She's only a 3-hour drive away from me. So it still kind of stinks that I can't just go down the road to her house anymore. But we always try to make rotation. Her and our third-party friend would go down. We would either go down to see her, or she, after getting her license, was able to come down and see us, which is really nice. We always make effort to see each other as often as we can. We definitely rotate around birthdays, so I'm very excited to bring her little Miss Kayla here, and I'm very ecstatic. I think she's going to be very excited. One of the best things about her is that she truly cares about me and my well-being. I recently went through a scuffle. Well, not recently. It's been a few months now. I think it happened in July. I was in a scuffle with my man, and we were having some disagreements, miscommunication, the wonderful roller coaster that is a relationship, and genuinely thought that this was the end of it and I'd have to break it off. And I remember calling both my friend Kayla and our third-party friend. I'm sorry I keep referring to him as the third-party friend. I also had not gotten his consent to say his name, so third-party friend, it stays for now. I had talked to them about this situation, and I remember that Kayla immediately just went, "No, unacceptable. You know what? I'm coming down there. I'm going to spend some time with you, and we're going to kidnap you, take you back up here to experience the fair." I hadn't been to the fair in a couple years, so that was definitely what I needed to kind of get me out of the rut. She also had come down for me for my birthday. I can't remember what birthday. I know it was a recent one while I was in my 20s. I was having a scuffle with third-party friend and being sour about it, so she was just like, "Okay, well, I'll come see you then." And she did. I think that was very recently after she got her license too, so that was a big drive for her. I remember she had asked me what kind of food we wanted to do, and I remember getting sushi, and I remember that she baked me a cake, and that was very sweet of her. We decorated it all blue with blue, green, white sprinkles because we were trying to get it as close to Stitch style as possible. I'm very crazy about Stitch, if you haven't noticed from my intros and the backgrounds there. But yeah, she's a very delightful human that I don't know where I'd be without her. She inspires me to keep a creative mindset. Well, both her and the third-party friend. We are the trio. She's a very strong character creator, which is super helpful because I desperately want to be like that. I want to do character creation a whole lot more. And I'm so bad at fashion. So bad at fashion. I don't know if you can tell. But she just has like the best references and the coolest ideas, and it just blows my mind on how many characters she has. She's held on to some characters since I first met her, and they are an ongoing project as well. She's very supportive of me and inspiring when it comes to days where I just don't feel creative at all. When I'm in that artist rut or that writer's block, I can always rely on reaching out to her and being like, hey, what should I do? And she'll always have, ooh, what about this? So, of the trio, I am the oldest, but I am the gentle baby. My friend Kayla, she is the second oldest, but she is our mom, the trio mom. She's always looking out, making sure that we eat, making sure that we are of good mindset, and that we are behaving ourselves. The actual baby, our third-party friend, he will fight anyone trying to mess with me or the mom, that is Kayla. Speaking of moms, I wanted to give a shout out to her moms, who are simply the bomb. I love them very much. They are super welcoming anytime that third-party friend and I come over to their home. They make accommodations to make sure that we are comfortable, and they chat with us and give us their mom advice, and it's just wonderful. A little backstory on me here. I grew up without a mom, pretty much. I had a lot of mom figures, and I'm very blessed to have them. But the authentic mom, the one who gave birth to me anyway, has not been a portion of my life. I've been a daddy's girl forever, at least since I was 2 years old, from what I've been told. And Kayla and her moms really stepped up to the plate to be both my big sister role and my mom role. And I can't get enough of them. They are so sweet and hilarious as well. This last time that we went to see Kayla, third party friend and I did not have any money. I usually, back in my old job, I used to have the most money out of the three of us and was able to do a little more splurging for us all three to enjoy. However, unfortunate events occurred where I had lost that really good paying job. I am employed, so I'm okay. It's just not as nice paying this new job is. So going there, I was feeling really bad, like I couldn't be the fun, sugar mama like I was before. And it really stressed me out. I was worried that they were going to think that I was mooching, or they were going to, just be annoyed and that we were going to be super bored. But third party friend and Kayla really were willing to be like, hey, you took care of us, so let's give the favor back. And we got coffees, we got nice dinner. Sushi is like one of our favoriteest things. So it was very sweet how they stepped up and became the sugar mamas. Well, sugar mama, sugar daddy, sugar baby, I should say, because he's baby. So they spoiled me really nice that last time we visited, and it was very special. I remember I want to say it was middle school, Kayla had invited me to a birthday party she was having. This was during our height time of creepypastas. We were like super into the fan base, and our favoriteest character, the main story that we all really got into was Jeff the Killer. If you're unfamiliar, it's a very good story, and there's some other side stories of like Jeff the Killer versus Slenderman, and again, if you like horror, if you're not a horror fan, then I'd steer clear, because the picture itself for Jeff the Killer had really, it grossed me out. But we were super stoked and very excited about this character. And I remember at this party, Kayla had asked me, will you do my makeup? Will you do my makeup? And it's like, yeah, I could do your makeup, of course. I think if I remember correctly, I was kind of surprised. I think we talked about making her Jeff for her party. She had this white sweater, which is an iconic thing for Jeff the Killer, is his white pristine sweater, and most of the photos I bet you'll look up, it'll be all blood covered and everything, and she wanted to be Jeff for her birthday, and it's like, all right, can't be too hard. White face, black socket eyes, and a big red bloody smile. Easy. So I remember doing that for her on her birthday, and it was lots of fun. I got to meet some of her other friends who were very sweet, and it was lots of fun. I enjoyed that and hanging out with her at that house. Kayla has actually always really liked when I do her makeup for her, which is so sweet. It's one of our little bonding times that we get to do whenever we have a special event going on. I think I might have done her makeup for her a couple times for choir. We were both in our high school choir, I believe. I think we had 2 different choirs, but I remember doing her makeup a couple times for special events and just 'cause. And trailing back to the part of her being an inspiration to me, just recently for Halloween, actually, she had asked me to send her a video of a basic makeup routine, because she really wanted to do her makeup to be Kayla, her character, for Halloween at work. They were doing a contest or something like that, and she really wanted to show up real cool. So I was like, yeah, totally. And through trial and error, I learned a lot just from that experience. I couldn't send her the whole stinking video, and I had to break the video up into so many parts just to get it to save on my dumb little tablet that I was recording on. Yeah, I'm just still learning about lighting as well too, and it was quite the challenge. I had to try to rely on a lot of normal light outside and trying to record it in a way that she could see what I was doing, but then also trying to explain it. I just really hope it was helpful. I think she said it worked out just fine, and she sent me a couple pictures, and she looked just so dang cute. Like, I can't with her cute little style. She wore a wig, she wore contacts, she had the whole shebang. I can't remember if she told me she won or not. I hope she did. I'll have to ask her. But yeah, that was kind of the introductory to me stepping up and being like, you know what? I want to do YouTube videos. Do I know what kind of YouTube videos I'm gonna make? Nope. Can I pull something out of there? Sure could try. So I leaned heavily towards the doll thing because it's not something that I'm expected to show my face for, and I don't have to mainly rely on doing dolls too. I have a whole box actually just in front of me, full of potential art supplies and art things that I could record and make a video of for more story times, or if anybody cares for more tutorials. I wouldn't know. Need comments to tell me what you guys want, but yeah. One of the times that Kayla came down to see me, it It was for my birthday. I can't remember if it was just for my last birthday or the birthday before. I think it was just my last birthday. She came down to hang out with me, and my boyfriend was actually also coming to see me as well. And it was very fun because for my birthday, he had got me some new games to play on my Nintendo Switch. It was really fun to play the Wii Sports game he got, as well as the game I already had. We played Mario Party as well. Kind of sucked that both of them beat me, like flat. I think it's just because I suck at video games, but it is what it is. It was lots of fun, and she got to meet him, which was all I ever wanted, is my man to meet my best friend. Because that's super duper important to me. It's just a hobby rant here. I genuinely feel like if you want someone around that's truly special to you, you should want to share them with everyone else, special to you or otherwise. They are your diamond, to be displayed as a beautiful necklace or a dazzling bracelet or a beautiful sparkly ring. They are prizes to be won and treasures to be treasured. And that's all I'll say on that. But it was very nice to have them meet and get to know each other. She still tells me that he needs to behave himself, and that if he tries to do wrong by me, that she's gonna come for him, which makes me laugh and smile and reassures me that she is a good friend, because she's unabashedly ready to fight for me, for my honor. I genuinely don't know where I'd be without her in my life. We all need a Kayla in this world. I hope you guys are okay with me just rambling about my friend for this long. I know it's not quite the content that is usually made for other people, other than the person that the video is about and centered around. But if any of my friends and family are watching this and listening to what I'm saying, I don't want any hurt feelings. I have multiple best friends. This one is just for her. And if you say I never do anything special for you, I'm going to call you a liar, because I can bring up almost every little thing that I have done special, or at least what I consider to be special, that I have done for you. And if you feel like that's not enough, maybe we should have a talk. Let me talk to you and let me make it right. As for strangers who don't know me, let this be a motivational moment to reach out to someone you love today. Maybe someone you haven't talked to in a couple weeks, maybe someone you haven't talked to in a couple months. Just make that initial, hey, how you doing? I know in some cases it's really hard to be the first one to say something, especially if you guys haven't talked in a long time. But just do it. It'll mean a lot. I believe in you. And that's the end of the video for part 1. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you're excited for a part 2 to this creation of Kayla in a doll form, give this video a like and maybe share it around, or my first video if you haven't seen that already. If you'd like to subscribe for updates on when I post again, I'm shooting for at least one video a month. Oh, and before I forget, Kayla is indeed being gifted to one of my friends, but unfortunately right now I'm not taking any commissions. I want to get better at my art before I try to make selling it a thing. So please don't ask me to make you into a doll. I'm very sorry. But if you have ideas for any mainstream characters that I could do, I would love to hear them in the comments. That's all for now. Thanks for having fun with me today. TTFN.